Hello everybody, my name is Neil Bakiev and I'm the founder of my website, which is IELTSwheel.com. And today we will be focusing on writing task 1, okay, and we'll be focusing on a formal letter, okay, and this information is taken from IELTS Cambridge Book 1. Let's read and analyze this question in detail. You have had a bank account for a few years. Recently, you received a letter from the bank stating that your account is $240 overdrawn and that you will be charged $70, which will be taken directly from your account. You know that this information is incorrect. Write a letter to the bank, explain what has happened, and say what you would like them to do about it. Yeah, this letter is really complex because the examiner expects you to use a lot of vocabulary associated with, the banking system, and you must talk about money, and you must be very, very polite and diplomatic at the same time, right? So you must complain, but do it on a very, very professional level. Now, there are some keywords which I want to make sure that you understand. So overdrawn means that you have used more than you are expected. So basically the idea is you've already used up all your money, plus you have used extra $240, which basically means you owe this amount of money to the bank. Next one, and that will be charged $70. So the idea is the bank will take extra $70 from you, okay, as probably as a form of penalty. The bank will penalize you for these misconduct, okay? Okay, and you must explain that this information is incorrect, and you must write a letter to the bank. You must explain what has happened and say what you would like them to do about it. Okay, so and make sure that you should write at least 150 words. Okay, and you should start your sentence with "Dear Sir." You can start something with "Dear Sir." You can also write "Dear Sir" or "Ma'am" because you're not sure who will be reading and analyzing your letter. So we can start something like, I was most surprised to, plus any verb, to in this case to receive your letter, which stated that my account was, and we just need to copy this information, and okay, was $240 overdrawn, okay, and then that would cost me, okay, and then we just need to copy this information, this one, $70 in interest, okay, and also we need to be more specific. So here, which will be taken directly from your account, so which would be taken from my account. Perfect. So here I say I was most surprised. Okay, I'm using complex grammar because I'm using the passive voice. Okay, so to be surprised, right? So I didn't surprise anybody. I was surprised by this letter. So I was surprised, and then also just write most surprised, which means very, very surprised. Okay, next, to receive your letter. Here I don't need to use a comma because it's a defining relative clause, right? I'm defining what kind of letter I received. Therefore, we don't need to have any comma here. Which stated that. Stated that, which means which said that. Okay, it's a great vocabulary here. Great word. That my account was. I'm using the past simple because I was surprised, and was, not is, and that would cost me. Okay, so remember, if you have is, and then is, and then will, but here we have was, and therefore would. Okay, so so we must use the parallel structure here again. Would, okay, because it's the future in the past grammar, and then be taken, okay, at the passive voice, from my account. Perfect. So we have explained what truly surprised us. Okay, and then we can just write the purpose of our letter. So we can just write something like, hence I am writing to inform you that the information you send me is erroneous. Okay, so hence, which means that's why. Okay, so it's a great linking device here. Look at this, coherence and cohesion. Okay, hence. Let me just increase the font here quickly so that you can just see everything better. Okay, let's just do like this. Here we go. So hence I am writing, I'm using the present continuous here because I'm writing right now, to inform you, not to tell you, okay, but to inform you that, remember that, the information, why? Because we know what kind of information we're talking about. Not any information, but the information which I received. And then you sent, okay, again, the past simple is erroneous. Okay, here is why, because right, it's still mistaken. And erroneous, right, I'm using complex vocabulary here, advanced vocabulary. Okay, sorry. So, okay. So this one is grammar, and this one is vocabulary, okay, which basically means mistaken. Look at this carefully. It says, you know, that this information is incorrect, and we can just paraphrase, and you can use the word erroneous. Perfect. So that's our first paragraph. Okay, so that's what happened. This is the fact, and this is the reason for writing this letter. Perfect. Okay, now let me just copy this information. And we'll just go to the next paragraph quickly. Okay, let's say more specifically, I'm familiar with all of my spending, as I have always, let's say, kept my receipts. Here we go. More specifically. Now I want to provide more specific information, and it's a okay. So like I'm using a linking device. Okay, and it's all about coherence and cohesion. I'm familiar with. To be familiar with something means that you know something very well. All of my spending. So in this case, it's a noun. So spend is a verb. Spending is a noun. As, which means because. It's a great linking device. I have always kept the present perfect. My receipts. So the idea is you have always done something. Okay, that's the result which you are talking about now. Okay, so as I've always kept my receipts, it's a good vocabulary. So when you buy a product, then you receive a receipt. Okay, next, something like moreover, I have the banking, let's say, app on my mobile phone, where I have where I have always traced my expenditure and then making sure that I would not spend more than I earn. Excellent. Now, moreover, again, I want to give some extra information. Okay, so it's a coherence and cohesion, it's a linking device. I have the banking app. We know what kind of banking app I'm talking about, not any, but the specific one, therefore the banking app on my mobile phone. Okay, it's a very good collocation on my mobile phone, where I have always traced. I'm using the present perfect here with the word always. Trace means keep track of my expenditure. It's a very good phrase, okay, which basically means my expenses, making sure that, okay, good grammar, okay, that I would not spend, good grammar, more than I earn. So more than, good grammar, I'm comparing. Excellent. That's it. So you see that I have explained why I am correct and why it is unlikely that there is a mistake. It is unlikely that I am mistaken. Most probably you are mistaken, right? Okay, next, here we have something like, so you know that this information is correct, and then write a letter to the bank, explain what has happened, and say what you would like them to do. Okay, I'm going to focus on this part and say what you would like them to do about it. Okay, so now how can I do it? Okay, again, let me just copy this information so that you can understand what I'm doing. Okay, let's say in order to clarify the misunderstanding. Okay, now question, would it be possible for me to make an appointment to come and see you at your earliest convenience? Okay, so that we could and then go over in detail, okay, both my records of what, of expenditure, and those which the bank has. Perfect. We've got only one sentence. It's a very beautiful sentence. So in order to, okay, you don't want to say to clarify. You can also say that, but it's better to say in order to. When you have a particular purpose, you use this phrase in order to. So it's a great linking device here to clarify the misunderstanding. It's a very good collocation, which basically means to understand what's going on, okay, so that I will understand you and you will understand me. And the question is, would it be possible for me to try to remember this collocation? You don't want to say will it be possible, only would it be possible, because you want to be very polite. Now, make an appointment, good phrase, to come and see you here at your earliest convenience, okay, not as soon as possible, but at your earliest convenience. Now, so that's a good linking device. Again, you're talking about the purpose. Again, we could go over, it's good grammar, in detail, right? The expression go over means analyze or look at something very, very closely, okay? In detail here, both and, very good grammar. Which, okay, it's a good grammar, the bank has. The, we know what kind of bank we're talking about, not any bank, but the bank which I'm writing a letter to. So the. Okay, cool. And that's all. And now, how can I complete my letter? I can just write something like, I look forward to hearing from you regarding this matter. And then yours respectfully. Okay, and then my full name, let's say Neil Bakeyev. Perfect, and that's it. Okay, and this is yours respectfully means I really respect you, and then you must make sure to put a comma here. And remember, after I look forward to, okay, you must use ing. So try to remember this grammar. Look forward to hearing from you, and then regarding this matter, which means about this problem. But you don't want to say problem, this matter. Sounds really cool. Okay, and also you don't want to say I am looking forward to. When you're writing a formal letter, you must use only the present simple here. So try to remember this structure. All right, thank you very much for watching and analyzing this video lesson. I hope you've learned how to write a formal letter, and I hope that you've learned how to use highly efficient, coherence and cohesion, vocabulary and grammar. Good luck to you with your upcoming exam.